Hold up, stop right there. Do you stand out? How can you stand out from the crowd when there are millions of people who do exactly what you do? We're talking about that today in the podcast. Stick around. You're listening to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast.
Welcome to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast. And now your host, Meliss-Ep.
All right. This is one of my favorite things to talk about because I'm very unique. I'm very different. I've been that way my whole life. And chances are you are the same way too. So growing up, in middle school, if you had anything that stood out, you were different in some kind of way. Maybe it was with your looks, maybe it was with your accent, maybe it was with your physical ability to do things. Whatever it was, you would stand out. And instead of that being seen as a positive, all those mean kids would be hounding you and picking on you and pulling that little uniqueness out of you and saying, wow, you're so different. What's wrong with you? And sometimes that came from jealousy. Sometimes that came because, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree and parents are mean, so their kids come out mean. Sometimes it's hormones. I don't know what it is with the middle schoolers. I have 2 middle schoolers of my own, and I'm around middle school kids all the time. So I see this, and I remember growing up and seeing it as well. And you get made fun of for stupid little things that don't even matter in real life in the grand scheme of things. And I remember my mom's friend once told me, I think I was in high school at the time, looking back at middle school years, and she said, you know what's really interesting, Meliss? All the cool kids, all the kids who thought they were cool in middle school ended up being the not cool kids. And all of the not cool kids in middle school grow up and be the cool kids. And I thought that was such an interesting perspective. Now, when it applies to your business, it also is the same thing. So if you're a health coach, I'm sure you know there are millions of different health coaches all around you, even in your network. Or if you're in an MLM, especially, you already know 10,000 other health coaches. If you're a life coach, you can see on Facebook there are millions of other life coaches. Healers, they're everywhere. Spiritual healers, intuitive healers, energy healers, light workers. But what makes you different is how you stand out. What makes you unique are all those little things that other people don't have. It's time to get laser focused this year and fill your group programs and one-on-one calendar once and for all. My 90-day business accelerator helps coaches and healers fill their group programs so they can scale their business, freeing up their time and making them more money than they made in the previous quarter. Visit go.melissmarketing.com/MWI, which stands for Marketing with Intention. See you there. So instead of everyone marching to the same beat of the drum, I want you to get off beat a little bit. Do something different. How do you stand out? For me, it's many things. First of all, I used to own my own health and life coaching company before I owned my marketing agency. So I really understand the industry. I understand what you're going through as a coach or a healer. I understand what your clients are going through. I understand the relationship between you and your clients on a very deep level. I understand the certifications that you've had to go through. I understand, especially if you're a health coach, what you need to do daily in your own personal life to show up as a source of inspiration for others. I understand the struggle with marketing your business. I understand the ins and outs of the industry in every way imaginable. And that makes me stand out as a marketing strategist. So I'm an online marketing strategist and Facebook ad expert to health and life coaches and healers. That is a very powerful thing to be, as opposed to just an online marketing strategist to whoever and whatever. So a health coach or a life coach or a healer is going to want to work with me over just a random marketing agency because I already understand the industry, and that's what makes me different. That's what gets me to stand out. Other things that get me to stand out is that I'm a single mom. That's hard work. To be an entrepreneur and a single mom, it's hard. It's all I've ever known, so I can't really compare it to much, but I hear that it's much easier if you're not a single mom running your own business. But why does that make me stand out? Well, it shows my followers what is possible because I was on food stamps, struggling, and about to be evicted from my apartment when I started my business. Now, that doesn't seem like a good time to start a business. For sure not. But I did it anyway, and I took the leap of faith, and I implemented what I learned, and I took action, and I tweaked things along the way, and it's still a journey. But now where I am now is amazing. I'm very happy with where I am now. I'm very excited of what I have accomplished. And I brought 2 kids along for the ride. And one of them started his own business and is making money using Instagram, which is really cool. So it is possible. And therefore, I stand out by showing you what is possible, no matter what struggles you're going through. A death in the family, a divorce, no income. It is possible for you. And I have a few people that I've worked with who were rubbing 2 nickels together to try and make millions of dollars. And we were able to flip that around and get 20K months. So it is possible. Now, I don't work with people who don't have any money because my services do cost money. But knowing that I was able to go from A to B allows other people to see that it is possible and to be guided by someone who's already done it. That helps me stand out. Other things that help me stand out are that I'm a dancer. I love music. I love culture. I love art. So when someone else loves these things, we instantly have a connection. We instantly have something we can talk about that builds trust, that builds the relationship. And eventually that can translate into a sale because you can't have a sale without building a relationship. So what I want you to do is think about why you're unique. Why are you so special? How do you stand out? What makes you different from all the other coaches and healers in your life, in your circle, in your industry, on your Facebook page? And why would someone want to work with you over the next one? Because there's so many people that do the same thing, and the market is not saturated. Facebook has billions and billions of users every single month. And that means that new wave of fresh blood can come into your social media world every single day. And you could hit more and more and more and more people with your content without ever running out. So the market isn't saturated. There is enough success to go around. There is enough abundance of leads to go around, enough abundance of clients to go around. You can manifest anything you want and everything you want. But that only happens when you are able to stand out, show up, and be a little bit different, a little bit unique. Put your own spin on it. Go back to middle school and think about what made you stand out that maybe someone said a snarky comment about. What is that thing? Because it's that thing that makes you special. It's that thing that makes you different. And it's that thing that more people who have that thing or who respect that thing are going to connect with you on. And that's going to help you build your business. That's going to help you create deeper relationships. And it's going to help you stand out. So go back to the drawing board and think about how you can be unique and then use that to your advantage. Post about it in your content. Take pictures about you being weird. What is that weird thing that you do or that you have or that you say or that you think? And let your audience know about it. Don't hide anymore behind what you think you need to keep from people. That thing about you that is different is your golden ticket to success. So use it to your advantage, and I hope this helps.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast at www.marketingtipswithmeliss.com.
Hey, coaches and healers, it's time to feel supported in your business. Head on over to our free community to get access to my best resources for free. I'm talking marketing tips, business strategy, feedback, and so much more. Join now at magneticmarketingmastermind.com. See you there.